What up guys, so if I just hit record and then actually wonder why this game hasn't loaded my actual save game. Yes, I'm playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and I think it must have detected somehow that I am playing with a different console, probably because of the date of manufacture. So yes, this is a massive game. If I could just grab some headphones for sound. And yes, I've been playing quite a bit of Grand Theft Auto recently, as you'll probably notice if you subscribe to the channel. And the aspect ratio is fucked up. It's the first thing I've noticed playing now. Probably because the game will be set to widescreen and it's in a 4:3 whatever. Pardon me. So yes, one of the issues I always had with Grand Theft Auto 4, even though it's a great game, I could never really get on with it originally because it just was nowhere near as massive a game as San Andreas. And GTA 5, when I started playing that, I was like, wow, this is a massive game. But then eventually, since I've completed the game, I've realised it's not actually that big a game. So yeah, San Andreas for me is still the biggest game. And if we get in this car here, in my garage, we'll just turn off the music, for God's sake, blasting down my ear holes. It is a great, God's sake, there we go, get rid of it. Yes, it is a great soundtrack, but it's the last thing you need when you're trying to talk and play a game at the same time. So yes, we've got hydraulics, baby, yeah! Rolling through the hood with my hydraulics. So yeah, recently I completed GTA 4, and to be honest, there's a lot of stuff tacked into the game that isn't necessarily adding to the game if you're just playing the story, whereas obviously San Andreas, it's just a massive map, and you know that in itself adds to the story. First thing you notice about this going from the newer GTA games is just how a bit more old school it is. Obviously being in the last generation of games, there's not the kind of way marking on the map for getting to a location. You can set waypoints, but as I just did when I opened the map then, but you've just kind of manually got to find where you're going, which has basically ended up with me here driving across some, well, basically a train station. So you do have to kind of know your way around a bit. It's a bit old school in that sense, and also in the fact that whilst on GTA 4, when you failed a mission, and also thinking about GTA 3 and Vice City, I don't, it must be in this game, but in GTA 4 you get the text message. Oh, I'm in a low rider, that's good. Good thinking there that I just so happened to pick up my lowrider in the garage. God. Yeah, you don't get the text message, and you don't get transported straight back to the mission that you failed on. It is kind of laborious driving to the next location. Not the next location, oh for fuck's sake, I cannot think today. So yes, anyway, we'll just watch what's going on screen. Yeah. You better take me to panic spray, fuck you bitch. Yes, it's often the case when I'm kind of preoccupied or jump into a video. And yeah, my brain hurts. What could I say? I was on nights last night. Well, I've not been up that long. Right. We're having a lowrider race, are we? That's a bit random. So yeah, we've jumped into my save game. I'm actually trying to play through the game as far as I can, because I know that whilst you could start some of these older games with having every intention of actually completing the game, when it comes to it, you just get so frustrated and remember why you never completed it in the first place. This was actually the game that I bought my PS2 for back in the day. I got one of the slimline PS2s when it first came out, and that was on the release day of San Andreas, so that's my kind of memory of the game. I don't think the races are the strongest point of the older GTA games. Obviously GTA 5 now, you've got kind of drafting, and what's his face has got his driving ability where he can slow down time, which all kind of adds to the experience, makes it a bit more forgiving and a bit more there's a bit more depth to it, I guess. But the problem is here, I've got to try and avoid damaging my car because it's so easy to end up with a blown up car, and this is the last checkpoint here and I can't get past that guy, bastard. So yes, now I've basically failed that mission, and better take my fucking car to a pay and spray. This is what I mean about it being, you know, just that bit more old school and kind of frustrating. So if I can't actually see a bloody pay and spray on the map. The problem is the size of the actual kind of map. Probably the easiest way, thinking about it, is to load my game again and retry that mission that way, because then I'll still have my lowrider in the garage. Yes, when I played this game first time around, I did get to the point where I'd unlocked the whole map and you could go to Las Venturas, you know, the kind of Las Vegas copy. I do remember there being some really tedious, boring bits kind of in hillbilly country on the way to getting there. And then I thought once I did get to Las Venturas, it kind of, the environment felt a bit, you know, kind of bare compared to Los Santos. Yeah, this is MC Shithead. So yes, just setting myself up as I was before. I want that on the map. And set a waypoint again, it's this guy down here, and hopefully be a bit more careful this time around at this attempt of completing this shitty mission. Graphics wise, it's, you know, it's GTA 3 Vice City territory. Some new effects, and everything seems a bit more, I'd say, realistic. Just kind of the proportions of the characters and things like that.
Well done.
For fuck's sake, there's nothing worse than when you're just trying to get from A to B and you bump into a freaking cop car. So taking the same route Oh, don't roll it. No, no. Oh, you fucking piece of shit. And it does the old school thing there as well. Look, of just setting your car on fire every time it goes upside down, which is always weird and annoying. So now we're going to get to this mission start here, and it's going to tell me to get in a lowrider car. I'm just thinking, will there be one on the block conveniently? Does that look like a lowrider? Nope. Could try it. Might be. You never know. Oh, it's not a lowrider. So you'd think they'd put one on the street, wouldn't you? Is that a lowrider?
Front Street ain't got nothing.
I can't remember whether it's
I wish I had a cigarette too.
specific car for a lowrider, whether it's called a lowrider. I remember you can fit hydraulics to any car, so fuck it, let's just go mental. We've got a gun, let's fucking use it. We've got a gun, oh fuck. Shit tits wanking and hairy fannies. Right, now we've got a gun. You got a problem, bitch? Spray paint your ass, sucker. And yes, when you get killed, you end up going back to the hospital. Yeah, always a tedious experience. And now it's night time, as you can see. And you've lost all your weapons and everything, which is always annoying as well. Beat the cop up. Fuck this bitch's ass up. Combat in this is more satisfying than the previous two games, GTA 3 and Vice City. It's annoying. You got all these gangsters. I'm not in my gang colours at the moment, which are green, but all the other purple kind of opposing gangsters basically if they see you, they'll just shoot you on sight, and it gets kind of annoying when you're trying to do a mission and you're just being shot at by these kind of opposing gangsters, and you know, it just adds to the damage, and your car sets on fire and shit. I remember the BMX, that was a cool addition in San Andreas, really kind of blown away by it. As you can see there, doing a bit of a manual, and I get a wheelie bonus for it. You could also do a freaking bunny hop somehow. Yeah, I want. If we could do a wheelie and then try and bunny hop and fall off. Yay! So yeah, the BMX was definitely a cool addition to the game. There is like a little skate park thing somewhere, and you can kind of jump around the ramps and try and collect. I think there's like some orb type things to collect, some like checkpoint markers, whatever. Collect them in a certain time to complete the goal. Straight freestyling it, baby. So yeah, it's a hard game to just jump into and kind of get into and show you in a quick video, because you have to be very, I find, very calculated when you're playing these older GTA games. Even GTA 4, you know, you have to make sure that you go and pick up armour before each mission and weapons, just to give you the, you know, the best chance. And it's just hard to jump into a video and, you know, be armoured up, tooled up, talk and be kind of successful in the missions at the same time. So that's why this video is probably pretty fucking shitty. But you know, I just wanted to do a video on this game because you know it's the biggest GTA game as far as I'm aware. There was speculation of GTA 5 being bigger than San Andreas, but I don't think it's. Even looking at the maps of the two games, I'd say San Andreas is actually about 3 times bigger. And running over cops. Crashing head on into buildings. Yeah, there is a bit of texture popping, and obviously you always get this feeling with these kind of GTA games that when you're travelling fast it just doesn't bother rendering pedestrians until you slow down, which probably is the case. But yeah, it's definitely a classic game, and it's definitely a challenge. If you can survive the kind of tedium of the game later on, for me the story goes a bit flat, and there's kind of a lot. It just seems like there's a lot of filler missions to make the game just last longer. But as far as the actual environment goes, it's massive. Definitely one of the biggest games ever made, and for that reason, it's definitely a game that you should have in your collection. It's also available for the PC. There's an Xbox version, but that costs a bit more than the PS2 version. It's a bit rarer. In my experience, it probably has more polished, more solid graphics. And you can also download this for the PlayStation, from the PlayStation Store for your PS3, I believe. Not sure about the Xbox 360. But yes, definitely a classic game, and if you've never played it, it's just one of those kind of what planet are you on, because it's just one of those games. And I just got wasted, man.